Well, my name's Gabriel Crow. I've grown up in the Wolftown Big White community. Basket's my primary thing, but I do a little bit of pottery, wood carving, stone carving. The purpose of basketry was to support the income. Cherokee culture said that men and women did everything. Everybody was equal. No gender role should play a factor in that.
I was born here in Cherokee, and I grew up in the Wolftown community. I studied like studio arts and focused mainly on like painting and drawing. I used to want to be a teacher, I guess, when I was younger, but after I got out of UT, I got a job with the Cherokee Choices program. It's a diabetes prevention program. I was the art mentor, and so I would go into the classroom and teach lessons about diabetes and diabetes prevention, but I used artwork.
I never once thought that I'd ever be making baskets a day in my life. I never thought I'd be able to weave one. They look so complicated, but just because a lot of people do think that they're specifically one tribe's patterns, but a lot of these baskets and patterns were, Eastern woodland tribes, so a lot of them were shared. I want everybody, and even me, to still know and learn that traditional style of it, something that we can't forget.
They teach you how to make a pinch pot, which is something like this. Like you start out with a ball of clay, you stick your thumb in there, and you just kind of pinch around it until you get it built up and thin enough to where you want it. I've seen a lot of people like replicating, like the old styles, and I always stayed away from it because it was just like, well, you're just copying someone else's work. But I didn't understand that it was a style of the time period, not the fact that it was done by a person, but it's the style of the time.
In this type of line of work, it's very expensive to do basketry because you got to buy the good kind of knives and things like that. Of course, the Southeast Arts Program and the Folk Life, they've helped out a lot. They paid for my students' entry fee. They paid for their knives, their scissors, their leather, all the materials that they needed to work with.
It's a sweet experience, and knowing that I can, portray my culture and, try to save it, practice it, and also make a job out of it.